Good morning. Hi, we are live. Beth, I know you're there. Hi. Okay, so what we need, hi, we're live. This is a 40-minute double bell workout. So I suggest for the ladies, go with an 8 kg and a 12 kg, and for the guys, a 12 and a 16. What you'll also want is a mat, and I'm going to use the stepper and the risers as the target for my squat, and then grab either one glider or a towel for later on. So let's get into a warm-up. Again, this is a 40-minute double bell workout. Let me just lift this up, move it back so you can see me. And then I'll check in along the way and see if you have any questions, any concerns. All right, that looks pretty good. I might have to lift it up a little more. All right. If you're coming to the workout, just let me know where in the world you're coming from. And let's get into the warm-up. Okay, I just adjust this all. Got my notes. Okay, so 2 bells. Ladies, about 8 kg and 12 kg, and the guys, 12 and 16. So let's warm up starting in quadruped. I always like to start with cat-cow because it mobilizes the spine, especially in the morning after you've been sleeping for many hours, and it gets the breath going as well. So bring your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders, and you're going to push the ground away. Make yourself into a big letter C. Exhale. Arch, tail up, face up, inhale. Keep going like that. Curl, exhale. Arch, inhale. Again, push the ground away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. 1 more. And tuck your toes. Let's go into down dog. Just pushing your chest toward your thighs and trying to get your heels to the ground. Bend one knee, push the opposite heel down, and then change a few times. Getting that nice stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. Push both heels down, and now look to your navel, curl your spine to a plank position. And then once you come to plank, let your hips lower toward the floor, shine your face forward, bend your knees, push back, and straighten your legs for down dog again. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. And then again, look to your navel, curl your spine to come forward to plank. Let your hips lower, and then bend your knees, push back, and one more time. Down dog. Couple breaths here, pushing the heels down. Look to your navel, curl your spine forward. Hips lower toward the floor, bend your knees, and push back. Good. Bring your hands mat width, so a little bit wider than your shoulders. Bring your knees together. So this is a good sacroiliac stretch in your lower back. Shift your hips to your right, and then look to your left elbow and just bend it slightly for a right stretch. Feels so good. And then shift to your left. Bend the right elbow. And again, to the right, bend the left. If you're just coming, welcome. This is a double bell, switch sides, 40-minute full body workout. One more time each way. Hips to the right, bend the left, and last side. Okay, come on to your backs. So for the bells, I recommend ladies have an 8 kg and a 12 kg, and for the guys, 12 and 16. You'll want your mat. I'm going to use the stepper for my squat target, and then a glider or a towel. Let's bring your feet to the floor and just go with bridges, warming up your hamstrings and glutes. Lift. up. 4 more, lift. And up. All right, some ab warm up. Reach your arms to the ceiling, palms facing each other, lift your legs, and move your thighs away from your chest slightly. You should already be feeling your abs. On an inhale, slowly extend opposite arm and leg. Slowly exhale to bring back. Inhale, opposite side. This is dead bug. And many ways, bring it back. To do this, many variations. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bring back. Keep the lower ribs on the floor as you extend your limbs. One more time. Exhale to bring back. Last side. Good. Okay, let's come to standing and just go with some arm circles. Circumduction, it's called, inside to outside, just mobilizing the shoulder girdle. And the other side. All right, let me check in with you and then we're gonna get into the workout. 2 bells, full body. Okay, any questions or concerns? Good morning. All right, good. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start with both bells. We're gonna go into alternating vertical cleans. Again, ladies, 8 and 12 kg, and guys, about 12 and 16 kg. So you've got the bells next to each other. The windows are this way, facing forward to back. And you're going to lift both bells and vertically clean one. Here. So the vertical clean is a high pull here, and then you cut the handle with your arm, with your hand, and it comes into the rack right here. So it's rather quick. So we're going to go, both bells come up, clean one, then we're going to go down, clean the other, then both press, press. Let's begin. Okay, butt is out, flat back. You're going to push the ground away to get one bell up. Let's go to the vertical clean. Both down. Other side. Up, both down. Now both, up, press, and press. Now if the heavier one is too hard to press without your legs, you can employ your legs with a push press, just a dip and a drive. Let's go again. Vertical clean, down. Now both, up. Other side, up. One more time. Push the ground away to go up. Up. And now both, let's go. Push. Up. Other side, press or use the legs. That's it. Now we have to change sides. Take a breath. Okay, here we go. Let's take the same side you started with. Now I've got the heavier bell on this side. Let's start with my left arm. Here we go. Up, vertical clean. Push the ground away to go up. You got it. Both. Press. Press. And again. One goes up. Up. Now both. Press. Getting warm already. Last time. Up. Here we go, both. Press and press. Good job. All right, put the bells to the side. Oh no, actually we're gonna use them. Let's go into a renegade row. Plank position. I'm gonna put my weight on the heavier bell and row my lighter bell, 8 kg. So make sure that your shoulder is right over your wrist. Keep the hips square. And let's pull. 12. Give a little more than a touch when you bring it down. Pull. Keep that side, the hip pointer that you're pulling with, that side, keep the hip down. Don't let it open. It's going to want to open. This is a lot of obliques here to control this position. One more. Good. So even though we're not rowing with a heavy weight, it's a lot of work for stability. Let's go on the other side. Get your shoulder right over your wrist on the stable side. Keep this hip pointer facing down, and let's pull. Much more about your trunk and your stable arm than the rowing arm. Breathing. 2 more. Good. All right, we're going to go back to the first movement, the vertical cleans. Let's do it again. Setting up your windows front to back. Okay, if you just come, double bell, full body workout. Ladies, about 8 kg and 12 kg, guys, 12 and 16. All right, let's do the same thing, one more round. Shoulders down, push the ground away. Here we go. Up. Up. And now both. Press and press or push press. Reset. And up. A vertical clean is a power move. It's very fast. It's short, but fast. And one more time. Here we go. Clean. Other side. Both. Press and press. Good. I'm feeling my abs already. These movements. Switching the bells. Start on the same side you started on before, and let's go. Last set. Here we go. Up. Both. Press. Here we go, vertical clean. Push your legs down to get the weights up. And press. One more time. Up. Both. Press. Okay, good. Let's go back to the renegade row. All right, get your setup, take your time, and let's pull. I'm going to check in after this, so if you have any questions, just post them. Last 2. That's right. Good. Other side. So again, the rowing weight is fairly light, but it's the stability that we're getting through this standing arm and through our trunk, our core, especially the obliques, that's working in this drill. All right, get your setup, stable, and let's pull. pull. Last 3. Yes, good job. All right, grab a sip of water. Let me check in, see if you have any questions, concerns. Everybody doing okay? All right, let's see. Everybody all right? Good. So you can wear sneakers if you want, or go barefoot. It's totally up to you. I like to have a little support in my arch, so I usually wear some kind of shoe or sneaker, but I also like to do swings barefooted to strengthen the feet. So totally up to you, whichever way you want to do it. Okay, let's go into our next movement. I'm going to use the stepper as my squat target. So it's going to be a double bell, swing clean, and then a squat. With the double bell swing clean, especially with these large competition bells, I like to have the corners facing forward and my palms facing each other when I swing clean, because it's a more direct movement. So I'll take it like this, then bring it up. Then as you squat, you have to lift your elbows a little bit and use your shoulders to keep the bells upright. If you don't, then as you squat, the bells are going to pull you forward. So as you lower, you're going to lift your elbows. Then as you stand, you can bring your arms back to your trunk. Let's begin. So 1 swing clean, 1 squat. Here we go. Swing clean. Bring it back. And I'm going to bring my legs a little more narrow for my squat. Lift the elbows as you lower to your depth. Stand. Now I'm going to open my legs for the swing clean again because these bells are so big. Swing clean. And squat. Swing clean. And squat. Open. If you have fitness bells, you probably won't need to open your legs wide. Two more. Elbows lift, and then lower. One more. Good. Okay, so we're going to change up the weights to the other sides on the next set. Let's come to the glider or your towel. Put both feet on. Come into a plank. Send your body back. Back, 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 back as far as you can. And now as you pull in, you bring your knees in. We'll go for 12. So you're sending your body back. As you pull in, you're using your lats, and then you're getting your hip flexors as the knees come in. So come into your plank. Send your body back as far as you can. Go. And now pull. Bring it in. Very strong through your center. A lot of lats. Back. In. Body back. Straight line here. 4 more. Last 2. That's it. Yes. Okay, good. Come on up and change your bells to the other side for the swing clean and the squat. Bring the bells together. All right, ready? Let's bring them back up to the rack. Feels weird when you change. Touch, stand. elbows lift, elbows lower. Your rack position should be very comfortable. You should be able to stay here for a long, long time, resting your arms on your body. And one more. Good. Okay, put that down. All right, back to this. Glider slider, knees in. Both feet on. Let's send your body back. Pull it and bring it in. Come on. Bring it in. Send it back. Slow and deliberate gets you strong. Four more. Last two. Good. Woo, yeah. Okay, grab water as needed. Let's go into a windmill. So first, just bring your heavier bell on the floor and bring one foot, the instep, right next to it. The other foot back. Legs are hip width. Bring your free arm up. We're going to put the bell in this arm in a moment, but just bring it up without. First, your hips are facing forward. Now open the hips, slide your hand inside this thigh. Your butt is flexing back. And just grab the bell, stand with it, face forward again. Open, send the hip back, and lift with it. One more time. Open the hip, send this hip back, hinging, and stand. So the front leg is bending, this leg is straight and hinged, right here at your hip crease. Let's go on the other side, just to warm up the hips a little more. Bring your free arm up, the other arm inside the thigh. Open to knee, send this hip back. You can look up. If that's too much on your neck, just look forward on the horizon. Hips forward. Hips open. Send the hips back. Stand. One more time. There's so much going on here. So it's hip range of motion and strength. It's obliques due to the rotation. And now we're going to load the upper arm. So it's going to be arm stability too, shoulder stability. So let's go back to the first side. Heavier bell is on the ground. Bring the bell up to the overhead position. Now, hand in the thigh, open the hip, send it back. You're either looking up, or if it's too much on your neck, you can look at the horizon. Keep sending your butt back until you grab the bell. And same thing to tap it down. Same way. Tap, stand. Now, if this is too low for you to go, you can put a block on the floor, and then your range of motion would be about here. If you can't go any lower, it's absolutely fine. Butt goes back. One more time. Butt back until you reach your end of range of motion. There. Good. Okay, let's go on the other side. This is really full body. drill. Keep this arm up stable. The body is moving underneath this arm. Send your butt back. Lift and face forward. Open the hip, butt goes back. Don't hesitate to bring the floor up to you with a block or books. If you need to reduce your range of motion, it's absolutely fine. 2 more. Good. All right, put that aside. Let's go into a chop. So grab your lighter bell. Bring it bottom up at your chest. Knees are bent. Lie down and bring the bell to the outside of your shoulder, right next to your ear. So touching the bottom of the bell outside of your ear. Crunch up, sit up, and bring it to the other hip, outside touch. To the ear, touch, crunch up, touch, or sit up. Up. So the momentum of the bell is helping you to sit up. Two more. Up. And we're getting obliques here again with the rotation. Other side. Outside of the ear. Sit up, touch. Touch. Last 3. Come on. Last 2. 1 more. Good. Let's stay here and go into a Russian twist. Grabbing the corners of the bell. Easier version. Or slip your hand through the handle. Layer the other hand on top. And then you're going to let it slide. Your hand has to be relaxed, so it slides within your palm. And you're able to absorb it because you're rotating. It shouldn't bang you. So I'm going to do that version. Do the version that you're comfortable with. Okay, option to lift your feet. All right, let's go. Rotate. So if you're doing this version, don't let it bang you. Hard to talk on this. 5 more. One more. Okay, good. Come on up. We're going to go back to the windmill. Let's do it again. Keeping the heavier bell on the ground and the lighter bell up overhead. Okay, bring that bell up. Think about what you're going to do. Open the hip. Send it back. Keep sending it back until you reach the handle. Stand square off. Remember, you're moving your body under the stable arm. Up. 2 more. Up. Good. That's right. Last side. You can go quite heavy with this bottom weight. You can go up to 20 kg for ladies, maybe even more. Just make sure that you're thoroughly warmed up because it requires a lot of hip and trunk strength, your back as well. So just make sure that you're thoroughly warmed up. Then I suggest you start light and then subsequent sets you can get heavier. Don't start heavy. Let's bring it up. Okay. Open the hip. Send it back. Butt back. Stand, square off. Breathing. Last two. Good. Whew, that feels great. Let's go back to the sit-up with the chops. Let's bring the bell bottom up at your chest. Getting a sweat on. Here we are. Okay, so lie back. Outside of the ear, bring it up. Chop. Bring it up. Bring it. Two more. Other side. Here we go. Last 10. Whittling away the waistline while you're getting it stronger with all the planks, the windmills, sit-ups, all of it. Squats as well. One more. Okay, one more time. This is it for your Russian twist, your version. Okay, I'm gonna layer my hands, keep this handle hand soft so you can rotate the bell. And let's go. Rotate. Last 5. Good. Yeah, good job. Okay, let's just go into a little stretch and then we'll talk. Let's come back to down dog. Tucking your toes, knees hip width, push your hips up, and just like we did in the beginning, let's bend one knee, pushing the heel down. Good. Both heels down. Come to plank. Drop your knees and open your knees wide. Sit your butt back. Reach your arms out and let your palms face each other so you get a good stretch in your lats. Just take a few breaths here. And bring your hands under you, push yourself up. And let's go into a hip flexor stretch. So bring your right foot forward, your left knee is on the ground. Squeeze your left glute and give the intention of tucking under your hips. Bend into the right knee without leaning forward or arching forward. Keep your rib cage closed. Keep your trunk vertical. And then reach your left arm up and tilt over to your right. Inhale, expand through these left ribs. Exhale, reach down, collapse through the right ribs. Keep bending into the knee. One more time. Inhale through the left ribs. Exhale, down the right. Other side. Bring your left foot forward. Squeezing the right glute and giving the intention of tucking the pelvis under. Now, just from there, keep that whole structure and just bend your left knee as far as you can. Reach the right arm up, tilting over to the left. Big inhale, expanding your right ribs. Exhale, reach down on the left. One more time, inhale through the right. Exhale. Good. That felt great. All right. Talk to me. What questions, comments, anything you have? I'll be here next month. If there are any particular movements you want to see, just let me know. You can reach me at Lorna Kleidman, and my dedicated kettlebell sport page is Kettlebells with Lorna. So 2 Instagram accounts. Any questions, comments? What's the weight? The weight for the women was about 8 and 12 kg, and then for the men, about 12 and 16, give or take, whatever you have. But I wanted to do one lighter and one heavier today, which makes it more challenging for your nervous system. You can tell, like, for example, we were doing the squats with the lighter one on one side, and then you switch it to the heavier one, the next set where the lighter one was. It's awkward, but that's really good training for it to be awkward once in a while. That's why I wanted to use 2 different weights. Thank you so much. Okay, if there's anybody else who has anything, any questions or anything, post them now. Otherwise, for the windmills, do them with bottom one. The bottom one, so the benefit of having the heavier one on the bottom is that when you're lifting up from that hip hinged, trunk rotated position, it's a deadlift, lifting that heavy bell from the floor. And it's a much more complicated deadlift because you've got one arm overhead, you're rotating, there's a lot going on. So if you add that lower weight in addition to the lighter weight on top, you're going to get a lot more value especially through the hinging hip. Okay. The block, yeah, always have, yoga blocks are great. And, you know, when I mention yoga blocks, sometimes I just say a block these days, because when I say get a yoga block as part of your gym equipment, people say, well, I don't like yoga. It's not for yoga. It's a mat. I have a mat. It's called a yoga mat. It's a mat and a block. So I just call it a block. Or I should just call it a block. We're not doing yoga. The block is so valuable for myriad exercises. I mean, you'll see me using it all the time. Okay. Let's see, hard to use lighter weight for windmill. Is it still? Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to, hi Letty, if you want to use a dumbbell, a 5-pound dumbbell overhead while you're doing, that's absolutely fine. There's so many ways to start with windmills. I suggest you just start with your body weight like we did in the first, or we just start with body weight and then add a weight overhead, and then you can add the weight to the bottom, different ways. But start light, get your form first, get your positions first, and then you start adding weight, and then you can go heavier. So maybe we'll review these next time, keep going through the windmills next month. It's really, really valuable. All right, thank you for joining me. I hope I'll see you soon, and follow me on Instagram. Bye.